welcome to Neophyte.tv. You always do that. The technology show for the not so geeky. My name's Andy Barnez.
And I'm Ben Friedman, and I do always do that. I don't know why. It's my little dance. It's my little pre-show dance, you know.
Getting you ready.
Exactly. Today on the show, we're looking at a couple of different cameras, and the first one is this guy right here by Casio. And how would you pronounce the name of that camera?
Looks like it's the Exilim.
Exilim. Is that kind of like excellent?
Exilim.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Exilim.
We'll see if this camera is excellent.
Yes.
This Exilim.
Exilim camera. Now, one thing that Casio, the marketing department at Casio, has got some issues. This is the Exilim EX-FH20.
EX-FH20.
And they have several different Exilims. So you've got to remember, if you're asking for a camera, oh, this is the EX.
Yeah, why can't
it be like the Exilim 100?
Right.
Or something like that.
Just
Why does it have
Exilim.
to be the EX-FH20 camera? And this is kind of like a mid-sized camera. It's not really a point and shoot. It's not really a SLR with the changing lenses.
Right.
Go ahead, pick it up.
Yeah.
Show the good folks. What do you think of the size, the weight, the bulk?
You know, it's definitely hevier than the Sony CyberShot, but
Yeah.
it does some really cool things.
This is not a pocket camera.
Definitely.
This
is where you need a nice bag.
A nice bag, definitely, like last week's show.
Right.
Now, let me show you a couple of features about the camera.
Okay.
First of all,
I've already checked the camera out, just so you know.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, real quick.
Yeah.
This, not liking this.
You don't like it?
Well, I mean, it's obviously it works, but I'm going to lose this. I'm going to set this down somewhere, and then I'm going to go to find the lens cap, and I'm not going to have it.
And and a lot of the cameras these days have the automatic lens cap, right?
Right.
Like
or
shuts.
even the string where it just sort of dangles.
Well, no,
here.
it comes with a string. I just didn't put the string on. See the little thing there?
Oh, I tested it out without the string.
No string. Okay, but the problem is I do like the ones better that have the little door.
Exactly.
But you can put a string on here. See the little hole for the string?
Oh.
A little dangle up there.
What color is my hair?
Really?
Yeah,
Not sure.
sorry. Okay.
So this thing takes great pictures and great video.
Okay.
In fact, its claim to fame is kind of the video on there, in that it will take really fast video shots. Most video is at 30 frames per second. This will take it up to 1,000 frames per second, but the faster you go, the smaller the megapixels.
Right.
So if you're at 1,000, you get a tiny little postage stamp size. People say, well, why would you want to take pictures really fast?
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Right. So let me show you on here some video that I took with it at 200 frames per second. And we'll put it up on the screen while we're watching it. This is at 200 frames per second. You'll notice it's not high def. It's like smaller. Mm-hmm. But you'll notice how smooth the slow motion is. So let's watch this together.
What are we looking at, by the way?
This is my daughter's birthday party.
All right. See, I like that. I mean, this is obviously stuff that my Sony CyberShot doesn't do.
No,
so
most cameras do not do that. So,
right.
So if you're like if you have a kid who's like into baseball or something, it also, by the way, has a pre-record buffer. So if he's into baseball and you're waiting for him to hit, you hold the button down halfway and it records like a loop until you press it. And then it captures like the 2 seconds before.
Do you know how many pictures that I have taken of my son up at bat, and I always get the very end because there's always a delay on it.
Right. This will record prior to that.
I love that.
Pictures and video.
Okay.
Now, let me do this. So that's a great thing, is this really super slow motion video. Let me go ahead and take a picture. Now, one issue with this camera I have is that it's either got like a super easy mode, or it's really hard to figure out how to make all those, high speed stuff.
Right.
So there's a bit of a learning curve for that. But if you do need the super easy mode, once again, the Casio marketing people have come up with the worst name button. They have a BS button. The BS button is how you get it into super easy mode. BS actually stands for...
I was going to say, what's it stand for?
Best shot.
Okay.
What you do is you press this button and you notice it has little pictures.
Right.
And all you do is, in best shot mode, can you zoom in on that? We'll take a look. There it is. All you do is you zoom in on this. All you do is you pick the picture that looks like what you want to take. So if you want to take a portrait, you do the first one. You want to take scenery, it's that one.
So if you're more of a visual person like I am, that's
you just say,
great.
oh, my picture looks like, I want to take a picture of my dog. Look, here's a dog picture. You put the dog on there. Oh, I'm taking a picture of a sunset. Okay, well, you put the sunset one on there. You want to take a picture of kids playing sports.
Perfect.
The sports one. So I'm going to go over here and pick the portrait.
Okay.
Right there. And by the way, you pop the flash up here with a little button.
Okay.
Boop, there's the flash. And I will take your picture.
Okay, we'll see how fast it goes.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. That's a beautiful picture.
Thank you.
Looks great.
Because you hit portrait.
Because I was in portrait mode. Had I been in kids mode, it would make you look a lot younger.
Oh, I like that one. Who wouldn't like that?
Wouldn't that be great? That would be awesome. So tell me what your other thoughts about the camera.
I'm really liking this.
Yeah.
Because you said that there's a lot of things like some of these buttons up here, they're pretty high tech and you really have to know, so you just ignore those.
Yeah, you can ignore that stuff. You do need, and you know what I'm going to do is while we're talking.
What about, does it charge? How does it, batteries?
Right. So another issue with the camera is that, let me pop this open here. It takes regular AA batteries.
Yeah, I didn't look at that.
Right. So
how many cameras do that? You never see that anymore.
Well, especially not in a $400 plus camera.
Right.
Usually they don't take the AA's. I got the Duracells going on right here. Usually it has rechargeable, but not this
I would
camera.
be okay with that as long as it lasted a long time. I wonder what the battery life is.
I haven't run out of them yet, but I also haven't been taking a lot of pictures.
Okay.
By the way, I'd like to show off what the high def video looks like on here. Wow, it goes up. The other great thing about this camera, huge zoom. 20 times zoom.
Wow.
So you can really zoom in. Let me go on here and I'm going to turn the power on here. All right. So for instance, I'm going to point this and I'm going to start taking a little video here.
You need to clean your studio.
I do need to clean my studio.
Messy.
Yeah. But if I take this, here I am recording video now, and I can actually zoom in.
That's neat.
Really far on there, 20 times zoom. So now I'm out of focus there just because I didn't focus on it properly. Let me turn around here and get a little bit of video of you. Say hello.
Don't zoom.
Sorry, I won't zoom, yeah. Let's zoom in. If you zoom in,
don't zoom.
Okay, no zooming.
Please,
no zooming. Zooming's bad. So this is 720p mode. It's a pretty high quality video. Again, you can't do this when you're in the slow motion mode. That takes much smaller video. But again, I can go into regular photo mode here. I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to take a picture. This is a far away picture of a box. This is open the flash. There it is. Here is a far away picture of the box. And then I'm going to zoom in now.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, that's 20 times zoom right there.
Okay.
See if it'll actually focus.
See, now $400 to me doesn't seem like that much when you're adding the video to it.
You think so, huh?
Yeah. I mean, my video camera was stolen. I know I told you that. But having to get a new video camera, having to get a new camera, and then you combine something like this.
This one really will do both pretty well. It's a pretty good combination. So you can do video, 720p video, and the zoom is amazing. 20 times zoom is incredible. Slow motion is great. I just have a problem with that learning curve. It's kind of a tricky camera to learn.
Right.
And if you don't take the time to learn it, you're going to miss a lot of cool features.
Right. So you use the basics.
You can use the BS mode.
And and then learn as you go
BS.
along. I don't know what that's like.
So that is the Casio Exilim. I found it on Amazon for about $450.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So we have another review coming up right after this. It's the Exilim EX-FH20 camera. And we'll be right back with another product. So please
stay tuned. Watch this. Stay tuned.
And we're back, and in the second spotlight today, we're going to be looking at this little camera, which is kind of the opposite end of the spectrum from the Casio. This is by a company called Genius. We've reviewed some of their tablets before, touch-writing tablets. They make a variety of different products. This is the Genius G-Shot HD520, and it's an HD video camera and takes, I think, 5 megapixel photos as well. But it's at the whole other end. For all of that, it's $180. For a high definition video camera, records to SD card.
So should I like it because it's $180?
Well, it's $180, so it's a lot. So if you don't have $450 to spend on the big boy,
the big daddy,
you got this guy. Now, let me show you again. It opens up. It's kind of like a pistol grip mode here. It's got the screen on here. Not a bad little screen.
Not bad.
On there, yeah. And you go in here and you can take photos and record some video. I'm going to record some video with it. It's kind of, it's a video camera first. So let me hit a button here and
Hi, Mom.
Here we are now recording high definition video.
Now, come on, zoom in.
You know that you're bringing up stuff already that you know is a problem. Why don't you tell the good people what the problem is?
Well, the reason I didn't like this is because when you zoom, you sort of lose the quality and you get more pixels.
That's right. It doesn't have an optical zoom. It doesn't have a real... I'm going to stop recording.
Thank you.
This doesn't have an optical zoom like most cameras does. You can zoom in a couple of times, but when you do zoom in, it gets pixely because it's doing like a crop zoom.
Right.
Yeah.
And these are like holding your memories. You know, if you're like me, these are your family and your kids and your birthday parties, and you're going to want to look back at it and have it look good. So really, I don't care if it's $180, if it's $99, if it's $400. If it's not great quality, then
right.
Why would you want it?
I'm going to take a picture.
Okay. 1,
2, 3. Sorry, I took that on one.
It does have an automatic flash.
Did you notice it flashed there?
Did.
All right, well, you weren't quite ready for that, but that's okay. So, tell me what you think.
You know what? I've looked at this already, and it's a little light. And sometimes when it's too light, like it feels cheap and it feels plasticky. It's like I want something, especially after that last.
The last one was
something $.
Yeah, substantial.
Sturdy. I mean, it was.
That's right.
It was
this
a
one
solid
is a little.
camera.
I mean, it's a bit plasticky
Right.
and such. So I agree with you on there. But I have to come back to the fact that high definition video and photos for $180. I don't know that you're going to get that much cheaper.
Right. Now, the last one, I had a problem with the lens cap.
The lens cap.
Right.
Yeah.
This one, it doesn't have a lens cap. It doesn't have anything. So this could be scratched. So if you spend $180, it could be scratched tomorrow.
This is true. It does. Again, there is no lens cap on this one at all.
Right.
So, you put a bit of duct tape over the top of it or something.
I guess you could.
Except then you get all the goo.
Exactly,
yes,
you could.
That wouldn't be good. So, that's an issue. Now, let me tell you, it does have a few cool features. For
Goofy
instance,
features.
You don't like the cool features. I call them cool features.
I mean, 1 or 2 might be good, but I think they could have put their time in. I'm sorry,
That's
they could have
okay.
put their time and effort into a lens cap, make it a little more solid, helping with the zoom. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
So let me explain, get a word in here.
Okay.
There is actually, you can put this on a little tripod. It has motion detection. So for instance, let's say you set this up in your hotel room. You could put it in the corner, put it in the hotel room, and it won't record until like the maid comes in to clean.
And steals it.
And then you
Not that they all steal it, but
no,
if
you're going to
it
get
was
a
just
letter
sitting
now
out.
from the Maids of America.
Sorry, it was, hey,
But,
it's happened to me.
You're right. So if they stole it, that wouldn't help. But you
Right.
could tell if the maid came in and
Was going through your jewelry box.
was going through your jewelry box,
Right.
you would have that captured. And instead of recording all day, it would just record when there's motion. So
Right.
you can do that as well.
Let me just rephrase it. Not just maid, or anyone steals your camera, I don't want to. I'm going to get a letter, like you're getting a letter on the last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It also works as a media player. You can put movies on this on your card and then give it to your kid. This will fold back like this, and your kid can watch, videos, on the plane or whatever.
See, this is almost something that you would give to your kid, just so that they could play with it and have fun with it. And
Yeah, actually be a good. Although, does the cheapness of it lead it to being broken more by kids? I don't know.
right, I don't know.
I don't know. But it is also a voice recorder, so if you want to take notes, you can take notes. Hi, blah, 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 blah.
I do like that it's handy. It's
It's much
pretty
smaller
little,
than
but
the other one, and it's $180. I got to tell you, I love the price. The price does it for me.
I don't think it gets the job done. But
All right.
that's just me.
So that is the Genius G-Shot HD520. I personally like this one. Andy, not so hot on there, but I think for the price, $180, it is a fantastic deal. But if you've got the bucks, maybe you want the Casio Exilim EX-FH20 for $450.
They need to work on that name.
That's all the time we have for the show this week, but drop us a comment. Do you prefer the expensive, high-class one that Andy likes, or do you like the cheap, economical one that's much cheaper and lets you afford that next vacation that you want to take photos on?
We'd love to know what you think.
Drop us a comment at www.neo-fight.tv. See, now you're doing it to me right there. And let us know what you think. We'd love to read those comments. And if you happen to have an extra 30 seconds, take a look at this.
Hey, I'm Andy Walker. Have you just bought a new computer with Windows Vista on it? Or maybe you've got an old XP computer that you're upgraded. Well, we've just created an amazing new DVD that'll teach you everything you need to know about the new operating system from Microsoft. It's called Getting Started with Windows Vista. In this DVD, there are 3 sections. One is out of the box. What do you need to do as soon as you start up Vista? Number 2 is Vista Essentials, things you need to know every day to make your computer experience amazing. Antivirus, security, all kinds of new features that Vista offers. And finally, Geek Tips and Tricks, things you need to know that nobody else will have told you to make you a Vista guru. For more information, check out our website at gettingstartedvideo.com.